Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fun one. It is a series specific. There's birds on my deck right now. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. No, you guys wouldn't be able to see them, so I'm not even going to try to show, but they're really sweet looking. Anyway, hello, good morning. It is currently 8:20, and my goal today is that we are going to be finishing this series. This is a series specific reading vlog. These books have been on my TBR for about 3 years. I will say I bought them not knowing what they were. I bought this like probably in September of 2022, and my dad actually bought it for me, which now that I know what the series is about feels a little wrong. But yes, he bought this for me at Barnes & Noble. And then I bought these two on Thrift Books because I figured out it was a trilogy and I wanted to read all of them. My washer is going right now. But then I discovered recently that these, I saw like a TikTok or something like that where it was like, if you like 50 Shades of Grey, you're gonna like these. And I was like, wait, I vibe with 50 Shades. I won't lie. I love watching the movies sometimes. But I am not an erotica reader. That is, I like a dark romance, I like a steamy romance, spicy romance every so often, but I like spice with a plot. I like a plot with spice, if that makes sense. I don't like just that the plot is spicy. I don't like that. I need more than just I met you, you're a piece of meat, let's bang it out for the remaining 400 pages. I don't like that. So I will say I had started this last month, like August 26th or something like that, and I did just finish this last night. I wanted to, I have some clips of me listening to the audiobook and things, so I'll put that in. I finally was like, let's lock in. I downloaded Audible so I could listen to the audio. I have like a 30-day free trial. And let's just say I rated this 1 star on Goodreads and then half a star on Fable because why do I think that this is going to be the worst series I've ever read? I thought the worst series I ever read was going to be the Touch of Darkness World by Scarlett St. Clair. I read this a couple months ago, and like these books, I have had them on my TBR, and yes, I could DNF and then just donate, but I do like, these were put on my 25 books I want to read in 2025, as were the Touch of Darkness books. Which, let me actually pull up that list really fast. Because like this is what that video is yes, it's a series specific, but we are working towards my 25 and 25 because we only have 4 months left, if that. Okay, Rush Trilogy is on here, so that's why we were reading this book. I actually only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. I still have 16 books out of 25. I will say a lot of them are series. I don't know why I did that to myself. But I'm thinking if we can get to at least, I would love to only have 10 books left on this list, but I mean, we'll see, but we're working our way. So I have started, oh, let's actually talk about this book really fast because it's interesting. So I have a cold right now, so love that for us. So, let me talk about Rush. So books are, it is 50 Shades of Grey-esque. They came out in 2013, I'm pretty sure. It is kind of crazy how quickly they came out. I was looking at Goodreads yesterday when I finished Rush, and it was like, it came out in February, April, and then August. And I'm like, okay, Maya Banks. And then I looked at her backlist, and she's an erotica writer, and she has tons of books. So if these are your vibe, that's, you know, totally fair. Yeah, she has lots for you to read. But they're about 3 billionaires that are kind of like kinky, whatever. This one is about Gabe. He is a divorcee. There's age gap so far in both of the books that I've read and started reading. And yeah, he was like this hard, and sorry, I don't, that's just like, he has a hard hat on all the time, like he's just kind of mean, and he is getting with Jace's little sister Mia, and he's had a crush on her forever, and it definitely is like, you've known her since she was literally like 9. Are you okay? Like, what do you mean you have a crush on her? Or no, since she was 6? I think since she was 6. And then it's like, oh, she just turned 23, now I can have her. I'm like, Okay. And of course she's into it, and there's a contract that they sign because of course it's like a dom and sub relationship, and the entire time I was just like, I can't believe I'm reading this. And so yeah, it was interesting. I will say I started this book. So I started this book last night. This is Fever. This is about Jace, the best, or the brother of Mia in this book. Can you guys stay along? Hopefully you're caught up. And he and Ash, who is this, like Ash is this character, him and Ash have a thing that was revealed in Rush, that they like to share women. What am I reading? They like to share women, and so, oh my god, I'm just getting the image of like my grandmother watching my YouTube videos, and I'm talking about this, so grandma, I'm sorry. I have to read it because it's on my TBR. I'm not enjoying it. Okay? Okay. Moving on. So, yeah, they also, this copy is like so beaten up, but anyway. They like to share women. Of course, they meet Bethany, this houseless person, and it's definitely playing into like they're shading on Goodwill and women's shelters and things like that. So it's just like taking advantage of a 23-year-old woman when they're 38, and they're like, oh, you shop at Goodwill? What? Like, let me take care of you. And she basically has a threesome with Jace and Ash within the first like 5 chapters, because it's gonna give her a place to sleep today. And I'm just like, the dynamic and the glorification of this is really, it's really not doing it for me. But whatever. I'm listening to the audio while I clean the house this morning, and I am on chapter 16 right now. So let's see where that is. We're on chapter 16. We're like probably 25% the way through. I would say maybe a little bit more. But I don't know. It's very interesting. I do think for some reason I was enjoying this one more, but then like the more things related to her being homeless and jobless, and like she stereotypically has drug charges and like people out to get her for money, and just like it's categorizing homeless people as they have to have some drug issues, and they also have to have, if they're a woman, some relationship to prostitution. And I'm just like, I don't really like categorizing it like that. I just think it's kind of tropey, because not all people who don't have a house are people that struggle with drug addiction or also prostitution. So just don't like the little troping of that. But again, I'm gonna finish it. I'm honestly hoping somehow I can finish these 2 books today. I don't have anything on the docket. I have a cold, and so this is kind of gonna be the priority. I'm gonna go grocery shopping right now, so I'm gonna listen to the audiobook, and yeah, let's go grocery shopping. I just actually gasped. I'm back from grocery shopping, and I'm listening, and he goes, I like pain. I like inflicting pain. Ah, stop it! Stop it, stop it, stop it. I also got Duncan. Okay guys, hey! Wow, I can't believe I finished this video. I actually did end up finishing the entire series this weekend. So I'm so excited to talk to them or talk about them to you. I actually don't have much words or many words. I haven't updated since I finished Fever and then also Burn. Where I was at, sorry I got distracted. But anyway, I don't think I updated you when I finished Fever. After finishing all of them, this is definitely the worst one. I actually made a funny TikTok of me listening to a part in the book where she's like, he's like a kitten who's just got his cream, and then, yeah, if that tells you anything about it. Oh god, it was crazy. Can't believe I subjected myself to reading this. But anyway, yeah, this was fine. I did end up, so I had rated this 0.5 stars on Fable because I didn't realize you could rate it 0.25. So all of these I would say are 0.25. On Goodreads, they are marked as 1 star because that's the lowest that I could do. But I would say, like, as a whole, this series is probably like a 1 star, 0.5 to 1 star book. It's just, yeah, it's just definitely not my type of book. So anyway, let's talk about Fever. So Fever is about Jace, the brother of Mia, who's in the first book, and they're just all of them are dominant, submissive relationships. That's not really my vibe. I don't really vibe with that. Like I said, 50 Shades of Grey, like in a camp way, like resonates a little bit. I think it's the culture surrounding it. Whereas like actually reading this to like enjoy it, no, not for me. Also, there's some back entrance stuff. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm talking about this. It's so weird. But anyway, this was the worst one. I think it, like I said earlier, just like the subject around, or how they talked about homelessness, or the tropes that surrounded Bethany. Brittany was a character in the third book. How those tropes surrounded Bethany just didn't sit well for me. So this was definitely my least favorite. I'm honestly having a hard time deciding which of these two books were better. I think I liked Burn better. Burn, I thought the character Josie was a lot more interesting. She was an artist. She kind of had more of her own say, but like also not at all. And she ends up getting beaten from a character that messed with Mia in the first book. So I don't know. I'm like, what's the trope about subjecting women to like torture essentially in relationships, like both sexually, and then their partners are the reason that they're getting beaten by strange men? Like, let's not actually. Anyway, I did finish these and I'm glad that I can now mark it off on my list. As you can see here, this did meet the like 10 books out of the 25 books that I need to read, which have actually been a lot more than 25 books at this point, I think, or I'm probably at 25 because this was 3 books and then the Touch of Darkness series was 7 books. So I've definitely read a lot, but like I said, I want to get to at least 15 out of 25 books from this little list. That would be my goal. So there's definitely going to be a lot more of these videos as we're wrapping up. But yeah, okay, so Burn was about Ash, which I think he was the most interesting character, and it was kind of like, oh, he's the goofy one, but then we get to his book and he's like, everyone thinks I'm goofy, but I'm not. And I'm like, no, like I would have liked you more if you actually were. I don't like the Dom thing. I'm like, the collars, like there was collars in this, guys. That's actually crazy. But yeah, like I said, she's an artist. He obviously, he's a billionaire, and they form a relationship because she sketches him and he like catches her or something. Their relationship definitely, like I said, was the most interesting, but still, like at the core, like they're all the same story, just like slightly different. We got a lot of Ash's background in this, which I feel like we didn't get as much in these books. So that was interesting, but that's all I'm going to say about these books. And we're not going to talk about them unless I absolutely have to. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and tagging along on my quest to read the 25 I set for 2025. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace and love. Bye, guys.